Hey guys, it's Chris, and today we're going to be starting a brand new challenge run for the channel, and that's going to be a challenge run of the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix that came out on PS4 recently. We're going to be doing a critical mode level 1 playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So we're just going to answer a couple questions that I know people are probably going to ask over the course of the playthrough, so I can simply just link them to this video. That way I don't have to constantly repeat myself in the comments section over and over and over again for some people. So let's get started with the easy stuff. What is Critical Level 1? Critical Mode is a difficulty that is unlocked from the get-go that you can choose that is supposedly harder than Proud. However, there are a lot of key differences to the difficulty mode that can actually make it somewhat easier than Proud. First off, the damage output between Proud and Critical is exactly the same, sitting at double damage for Sora. However, a difference between the two of them is that on Critical Mode, you receive a 25% damage increase to everything that you do to enemies, meaning that on Critical Mode it's actually easier to take out enemies and bosses than it would be on Proud. Another key difference between Proud and Critical is that on Critical, you exchange half of your maximum HP for several different benefits. The first of which is, on day 3 of the Roxas tutorial, you actually get a bunch of abilities to start out the game, along with 50 extra AP in order to equip them. One of them is No Experience. This ability, when equipped, basically prevents the entire party from gaining experience, meaning that it's possible to stay at level 1 the entire game, since everything can be dodged. And, combined with the damage increase, you're actually probably going to be doing more damage than a party would be doing at a standard level anyway. Growth abilities are not affected by this whatsoever, and they will level up as normal based on whatever form that you're using, so you don't have to worry about those being affected by them. Same thing for summons, they level up as normal. The goal of the run is to get a Silver Crown. Ultimately, we're going to be taking down the Data Org and Terra at the end of the game. As for the Mushroom 13 side quest, as far as I know, it's not actually possible to get past this in level 1 without breaking a couple rules that I'll be talking about later on. So for that purpose, we're not going to be getting a Gold Crown, and instead we're only going to be going for a Silver Crown. Now, Sephiroth is obviously excluded from the normal Silver Crown definition, but I'll be throwing him in there as well because I'm pretty certain that's a fight I know everybody will want to see. Now, for the run itself, I'm not going to be placing any bans on magic limits, summons, any of that jazz. For all intents and purposes, this is just a casual level 1 run, as casual as you can be for this sort of category anyway. One thing that I do know for sure is that I'm not going to be using any stat increasing items, so no power-ups, no magic ups, no defense ups. The main reason for that is, with all the bonuses that you get on Critical anyway, it's not like you really need that sort of thing anyway. Not to mention the fact that it kind of ruins the point of doing a level 1 playthrough if you can just use stat boosting items, especially later on in the game when you can farm them, to boost your stats up to where you'd be if you actually had levels anyway. So it kind of ruins the point if you use them. The only things that I'm not too sure about are AP boosts, and the reason for that is because of the fact that AP boosts don't actually increase your survivability in any way, but they're still technically considered a stat boosting item. So far in the recording run at the time of doing this narration, I'm currently on my way to do the first visit for Space Paranoids, and I still haven't used any AP ups yet, and I don't see myself using too many of them in the future, even if I do end up using them. So I'm not sure whether or not at some point I'm going to drop that, but for now AP boosts are off the table. So which fights will be shown? Definitely all bosses. I want to show off every single boss in the game completed at level 1. Along with this, I'm only going to be showing the fights that are absolutely mandatory to finishing the game. Battles that you can lose but still continue the game even if you lose will not be shown. In addition to this, I'll also be showing off a couple of fights here and there that I happen to find interesting. Now, I'm not specifically going for no damage, however, any fight that does successfully get no damage will actually be tagged as such. So with all that said, I hope you guys enjoy the next project that's going up here, and I hope you guys have as much fun watching as I did making it.